AI to rank all the DC movies from the past 15 years to see what it thinks. Now, the movie that is on the last place, which is the 15th place, is by no surprising, it's Wonder Woman 1984. And the reason this AI gave why they say this is the last movie is okay.
A disappointing sequel to the 2017 film with a convoluted plot and questionable creative choices, though it is praised for some of its visuals and Gal Gadot's performance.
I 100% agree with this. The movie was it was a miss, and this isn't the last movie on my list too. So yeah, I completely agree with AI, and this is the last time we're gonna agree. The rest is just gonna be disagreements. Now, AI's number 40 goes to Black Adam. Yeah, the reason he said Black Adam is
a bland and uninspired superhero film with a forgettable plot and characters, though it is praised for some of its action sequences.
This is where my first disagreement comes. It's like, that is not on my number 40 list. And well, what is the AI saying is actually true. It was a bland action superhero movie. I doubt that it did deserve the spot it was given. Number 14, there was, for me, number 14 goes to Justice League 2017, Joss Whedon's Justice League. Yeah, that movie, for me, it's horrible. I just watched it once and I tried to rewatch it again, but I couldn't finish the movie because it was just horrible. No, that deserved that spot. Number 14. Number 13 for II goes to Suicide Squad. No, not the Suicide Squad, but Suicide Squad 2016. And the reason is
a disappointing and poorly executed film with a tonal mess, though it is praised for some of its performances and sense of humor.
I don't disagree. I disagree with the placement, but I don't disagree with the reasons. Right, like I said before, the reasons are spot on. They are really correct. But the spot what they are giving this movie now. Number 12 is Justice League 2017. AI's Justice League chose for that to be number 12. Yeah, no, this is very different from mine. The reason why it was number 12 is
a tonally inconsistent and poorly executed film with a troubled production history, though it is praised for its ensemble cast and action sequences.
No. The reason right now this movie is like the action sequences. Yeah, those action sequences were okay. No, they were cutting. They were just, some of them were horrible. And the performance wasn't the best. In the war, the mustache thing was also just horrible. But the assemble cast, yeah, that is true. Troubled history, that is also true. So yeah, and for me, my number 12 goes to Birds of Prey. Number 12 for me is Birds of Prey. Now, I do not really hate this film. I think from now on up to the first movie, this is where I actually do enjoy the movie. It does have that there misses, but this is from now on, I do actually enjoy these movies. Now, Birds of Prey, of course, there isn't really much to complain about. It's just, there isn't really anything. It's a forgettable movie, I guess. That's the best way I can say it. It's a forgettable movie. Number 11 for AI goes to BVS, or otherwise known as Batman vs Superman: Dawn of Justice. And the reason for this is
an ambitious but flawed film with a dark and somber tone, though it is criticized for its overstuffed plot and pacing issues.
Yeah, okay. The thing that I disagree with AI right now, it's dark tone, the dark tone which I don't even issue the dark tones, to be honest. I kind of appreciated having MCU being light tone and also having DC somewhat being somewhat dark tone, especially knowing that this movie is mostly about Batman and Superman, but mostly Batman. It's supposed to have somewhat of dark tone, right? So I really don't agree on that. But yes, the story, there was a lot of things that they were trying to do in this story. Therefore, that part I do agree on. Now, my number 11 goes to, for me, it goes to the recent film that majority of people claim that they love this film, but I disagree. For me personally, I do not love this film. Like when I watched it, I thought I would love it. I thought it was this, and now the more I rewatch it, the more I hate it. And it is The Flash. There was a lot of problems. When I say a lot, I mean a lot of problems. That the CGS was horrible, the actor, the performance, it was just a completely mess. If you like this film, I'm sorry, I'm not with you guys. If you like it, I'm on totally different room. I don't like this film. There was a lot of things that they just messed up. You know, don't even get me started on the cameos. Those were horrible cameos. Seriously. Let's just move on. Now, number 10 for AI goes to Men of Steel 2018. No, no. The reason why they say this is
A visually stunning and action-packed film with a somber and gritty tone, though it is criticized for its lack of heart and character development.
yeah. I disagree with that entire reason. I disagree. I think the AI right now, I don't know why, but I think it thinks like MCU. I love MCU, but they are always, lovable, more like PG-13, something that I like it, but I also love that tone in the more mature things, which was the DCEU. Therefore, this AI, this feels like MCU. No, I don't like it. But the reason, the dark tone and the character development, there was a lot of character development in that film. If you don't see it, I don't know, you have to rewatch the film. If you hate it, it's fine, but that film was amazing. I disagree. Now, for me, number 10, I think for me, number 10 goes to Black Adam. Yes, Black Adam, which was actually number 14 for AI. For me, it's actually number 10. Now, this film, I also enjoyed it, especially its action, but like what AI said, it's a bland. There isn't really much on it. It's a bland superhero movie. They could have tried to do something different, but they chose this route, just to do some typical same old thing about superhero. So yeah, there's not really much, but I do enjoy Doctor Fate and some characters here and there. Some characters I do actually hate, but yeah, I think number 10 fits the for me it actually fits the movie. Now let's go to number 9 for AI is Blue Beetle. And the reason why this is number 9 is because
A fun and heartwarming superhero film with a great performance from Zolo Maridueña as the titular hero.
yeah, number 9, I think it's okay, but I do think it deserves to be a little bit higher. Now, I don't really disagree with what they said, but I think for me it deserves to be high. Now, my number 9 for me is actually BVS. Yes, Batman vs Superman. This film, as AI said, it's dark, and I appreciate that. I was like, oh, I'm into this. Now, what really made me love this film even more is because when I watched actually Zack Snyder's Justice League, I was like, okay, now I understand the entire reason. These movies are more of like building upon each other. If you watch them all, you understand why everything is happening the way it is happening. Now, if you let's say you haven't watched Zack Snyder's Justice League, yes, I would understand where you come from. But even though I still enjoyed it before the action scenes were really, really amazing. They were amazing. Wonder Woman's entrance, amazing. The story could have been much better, but I understand, they really should have at least give Batman his own movie before this movie came out. If they gave him his own movie, and we could have seen the death of Robin and everything like that, maybe people would have appreciated this movie much more. But it is understandable why majority of people don't. And the mother scene was not really great, but I've seen a lot of movies that have somewhat of cringe lines that just people just kind of forget about. They were like, it's fine, get over it. So I don't know why people hate this one so much because of that scene. That scene is actually not good, but it is what it is. So yeah, let's move on to number 8. And for AI, it's The Flash. It's number 8. I am ahead of Blue Beetle. I don't know. I think I know that majority of people prefer Blue Beetle over The Flash. If you do prefer The Flash over Blue Beetle, it's fine. But yeah, it does not deserve to number 8. For me, it's actually number 11. I put it on number 11. So yeah, this movie, the reason AI chose this movie to be number 8 is because
A fun and exciting adventure film with a unique multiverse storyline and great performances from Ezra Miller and Michael Keaton.
did you hear that? Great performance from Ezra Miller. Michael Keaton, yes. Ezra Miller, not so much. He wasn't bad by all means, but no. Exciting, no. Still better storytelling, on Motivates, I didn't know. Serious, I didn't know. Motivates of Madness was much better than that. That movie was amazing, but this one was a huge miss. Like seriously, I think they should have at least watched Into the Spider-Verse to get somewhat of inspiration. Well, no. Into the Spider-Verse, no, that is too great. They won't. Their mind wouldn't be good enough to process everything. Watch Spider-Man No Way Home at least. That movie was amazing. The Motivates thing were a little bit like questionable, but I love the performance. Everything was amazing. So this entire reason what the AI gave us is utterly just crap. No. Now for my number 8, I actually did put Shazam 2019. Now I did mention that Shazam Fear of the Gods is not on the list. If it was on the list, I would have mentioned it like number 14 or up there. But 2019 is number 8. Now this is actually a fun movie. It's just a heartwarming movie. This is when we talk about a heartwarming movie. This is what we'll be talking about. Shazam 2019 was actually that movie that is actually different from BVS, and it was set in the DCEU. And this thing with the tone difference is understandable. The difference between the tone, between Batman, BVS or Man of Steel and the Shazam is understandable because this is actually a kid. Therefore, everything is justified. Every action and every silly thing that is justified because children do some silly things. So yeah, that's my number 8. So yeah, and number 7 for AI is Birds of Prey. This movie I already mentioned on my list, but Birds of Prey is number 7. Yeah, how do you think? I don't know how do you feel about that? Birds of Prey. I don't know. I hate a little bit. Seriously. The reason why Birds of Prey is on number 7 is because
a fun and stylish action film with a great ensemble cast, led by Margot Robbie's charismatic performance as Harley Quinn.
I don't disagree with the entire statement. It's a forgettable movie, therefore it does not deserve this spotlight. Something else deserves it. I really don't have much to say about this movie because I do enjoy it, but I think it does not deserve to be here on the list. Like seriously, it's a forgettable movie. Now my number 7 goes to Blue Beetle. I recently watched this film. And I'm telling you, I love it. I do enjoy almost everything. It does have its own issues, especially the family killing, but yeah, other than that, it's heartwarming. It's like Shazam 2019, but it's Blue Beetle. That is different. It's funny and it's amazing. So the family dynamic is exactly what would you expect from Blue Beetle. So yeah, amazing. Now number 6 for AI goes to Aquaman 2018. Oh yeah, we have to see Lost Kingdom. That movie is gonna be like Love and Thunder. Now Aquaman 2018 is number 6 for AI, and the reason for this is because
a visually stunning and action-packed adventure film with Jason Momoa giving a charismatic performance as the titular king of Atlantis.
Yeah, do I need to say a little bit more about that? This is perfect reason for the Aquaman. It's actually good for him. And does he deserve the spotlight? Maybe. Yeah, it's okay. So yeah, for my number 6 is, well, actually it's the same. So me and AI finally agreed on something. The reason why I liked Aquaman was obviously section 2, but the fact they were under the sea, the battle, the fun humor, the Jason Momoa. But because the thing about the fun humor with the Jason Momoa that was kind of his thing from the beginning. His character was always that kind of character, and it was not overdone. It was acceptable because it was not overdone like some of the movies nowadays. It was, when it was time to be serious, the characters were actually serious. They did not just cut it with a joke. When it is, time to make jokes, it's fine, So that is the reason why I do agree with the AI, and the reason why I actually put it on this spot. Now, number 5 for AI goes to Zack Snyder's Justice League. Now, to be honest, don't disagree. I won't say I do disagree because it's not my number 5, but I understand it. That is that movie. Even people who don't really agree with they say this movie is not bad. They say this movie, majority of the complaints about this movie is about its 4 hour run. It's 4 hours, so that is the majority of the complaint. But yeah, there's not really much complaint when it comes to this movie. Now, the reason why I gave it in this spot of being number 5 is because of
A much improved version of the 2017 film, with a more complete story and vision from director Zack Snyder.
okay, this is not a reason. Yes, it is, a more improved vision, but they kind of like, we really don't have much to say about this film. Like, and we don't want to sound bad, but no, let's just find something else to say that doesn't feel like we're gonna criticize this movie. You know, this AI, it's surprising me. So they just say this is an improved division, and it was directed by Zack Snyder. Like, that's all you had to say. Seriously. Now, I'm gonna leave it there. Now, my number 5 goes to Wonder Woman 2017. Now, my reason for putting this number 5 is because, well, I love the film. It's just that amazing. The ending was the problem for me. The ending, but that battle scene when they just entered in morning, Wonder Woman was doing, yeah, shoot the thing, the Noland. I forgot the name of that place, but you know what scene I'm talking about. That was just epic, and that movie alone, it's just an amazing movie. So I really don't have much to add. Now, number 4 for AI goes to the Suicide Squad 2021. I mean, okay, let's hear the reason.
A hilarious and over-the-top action film with a great ensemble cast, led by James Gunn's creative and offbeat direction.
You see, when it comes to James Gunn, even AI says he's amazing. Questionable. This movie actually is an amazing movie. Yeah, do you know that some people don't like it? Yeah, some people don't. That's all I'm gonna say. But personally, I do love this film. I think the cast were amazing, the jokes were amazing, the storytelling were amazing. Of course, I did say the jokes were amazing, but sometimes they felt like they were a little bit too much. But they were not that too much for me to complain about. So yeah, there's not really much to it. And for my number 4, spotlight goes to, actually it's the same as the AI. So yeah, I do agree with the AI for number 4 that the Suicide Squad should get that. Now, I know majority of people, Suicide Squad is probably their number 1 or number 2, or it's actually majority of the time it's in the top 3. But for me, I think there are other better movies that I prefer over the Suicide Squad. And yeah, that's why it's number 4 for me. Now, number 3 for AI goes to Shazam 2019. And the reason for this is because
a fun and heartwarming superhero film that perfectly captures the spirit of the character, with Zachary Levi giving a hilarious and endearing performance as the titular hero.
Sure, that is actually correct. Can't complain about that. Now, my number 3 goes to Man of Steel. Man of Steel 2018, yes. I do love this film. Now, AI put this number 10. Yeah, number 10. Say whatever you want to say, I understand this movie from like the core to the end, everything. I understand it. Yes, I do agree that the way they killed Jonathan was a little bit, like, why that way? They could have done it in a better way, But the message would have still remained the same. Therefore, it doesn't really it matters, but it doesn't really matter as much. People would just like hate this entire film because of that scene. Now, the other thing that people hate this film is because of Superman killing, Zod. Like, seriously. First of all, this happened in the comics, right? They're like, stick to the comics. That thing you say, guys, you have to say that. Stick to the comics. They actually stick to the comics. And now we complain. Now, second of all, there wasn't any other way to stop General Zod. May I remind you that this was also the first time Superman became Superman. Like, he did not even know about kryptonite. Therefore, don't say he could ever use kryptonite because he did not know about that. He did not know anything about kryptonite. So, don't use that as an excuse. And no matter what he tried to do, Zod himself said it is, it's either you or I who die. He wanted to destroy everyone on the the planet, but he also wanted to destroy Superman. Therefore, the only way to stop him was to kill him. You get that? If you don't get that, go and rewatch the movie. Now, let's go for number 2. AI number 2 is Wonder Woman 2017. And okay, it's fine. Now, the reason for this is because
A thrilling and inspiring origin story for one of DC's most iconic heroes, with Gal Gadot giving a breakout performance as the Amazonian princess.
so I don't disagree. Therefore, I'm gonna go for my number 2. And my number 2 goes to Zack Snyder's Justice League. Now, the reason why I put it number 2 is because I love it. I do love it. I think the first time I do remember this perfectly, and every time I remember it, I get a little bit emotional. I was like, damn. I know, like when I started watching this movie, like, what? I'm not gonna finish this. Like, seriously, if it's boring, then I'm gonna like continue to another day. But I remember like the time it was flying, like you just couldn't believe that I finished this movie. Like, seriously, and the scenes, the majority of the scenes, I was just like pouring my heart out. Like, damn, this is the thing they did not release in theaters and prefer the Joss Whedon vision. Like, seriously, what is wrong with Warner Bros? So I love that film. I don't know how to express it, but I do love it. Now, number 1 for AI goes to The Dark Knight. And the reason for this is because
A groundbreaking film that redefined the superhero genre with stunning visuals, a complex and compelling story, and iconic performances from Heath Ledger and Christian Bale.
okay, I mean that is also my number 1. I mean, do I need to explain myself here? It's 100% correct. Therefore, yeah, iconic. Oh, Joker was amazing. Yeah, I don't feel like I need to explain myself because this one deserves to be number 1. Like, literally number 1. It's like we saw that from the beginning, right? It was never gonna not happening that this was number 1, right? Yeah. So yeah. So this is AI. No, it was never. This is not my rating or anything. It's AI's own ranking of what it actually thinks when it comes to the list or the best movies of the DCEU. Now, I'm not sure how AI works. If it collects like data from different websites of other people ranking these movies, then just comparing which exactly goes on top of another, then I guess this is actually other units in other words. So, how does AI work? I don't know, but I think personally I do disagree with much of the list of AI. I do believe some movies are better than the others, but just wanted to see what AI thinks when it comes to ranking these movies. And I thought, it was not, biased on the thing about people when it comes to ranking these movies. They say I'm an MCU fan, right? Then I'm asked to rank these movies. I'm gonna choose something that feels similar to all, feels like MCU. Therefore, movies like Blue Beetle, Shazam, every movie that feels like heartwarming and loving, it will be on the top of the list. Everything that is way too dark, it will be on the bottom. Therefore, it's understandable why I chose to go with AI to see how exactly it thinks about these movies. And you disagree with a lot of them, but yeah, I can't agree. I can't argue with how AI thinks because I have no idea how it thinks. But I know it's not biased to do one thing or another. Therefore, this is their list. So yeah, guys, comment down below. I'm gonna do this for MCU to see what the AI comes up with. Maybe a combination of both MCU and DC. I know that DC will be destroying that question when it comes to ranking all of them, including MCU. But yeah, we'll see when the day comes. So guys, make sure that you leave a like, subscribe, comment down below. What did you think about this AI ranking these movies like this? Do you agree with it or do you disagree with it? Just comment down, just write down what you think about these movies. And yeah, with that being said, leave a like, subscribe. See you in the next video. Goodbye.